my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it is lovely to see you today. In this video we're going to be talking about how witches help their own depression, so grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. So I already recorded this video yesterday and I came to edit it and it hadn't worked. For whatever reason, the camera had just gone, nope, don't want to talk about that, and not recorded it. And I got really depressed about it and really upset. And then I did some of the things that I've been talking about and I do actually feel a lot better. So I always, whenever I'm sharing something to do with my mental health or even my physical health, it's always things that I've tried myself. Just so you know, I tried a few of these things and they do work. I'm always being honest and open with all of you. So yeah, today's not been a fun mental health day, but I really wanted to get this video out because it's so important to talk about mental health issues. And a lot of these things are things that if you put them into place every day, you'll find that your depressive flares will be lessened and will not be as bad as they would be if you didn't put them into place. This is from my own personal experience as somebody with chronic depression who struggled from about the age of 14 with flares of depression, and I am on medication for it, so in no way am I saying in this video not to take your medication. Go and see your doctor, talk to someone if you need to, but these are just some things that you can put into place that will help. But before we get to it, don't forget, if you're new here, you can click the subscribe button to become part of the butterfly family. We would absolutely love to have you here. Don't forget to click that like and leave me a little comment, and also don't forget to check out my Ko-fi and my Patreon, where for just £2 a month you can help me keep this channel going. But let's get to it, shall we? So the first tip I have is to meditate every day. Meditation is amazing. It's a great tool to have in your arsenal if you have depression for a long time. There are specific meditations both on YouTube and also other apps. I personally use Insight Timer. It's a free app. All the meditations are free. So I'll leave a link to that app down below. Not sponsored. I just love that app. I use it all the time. And there are many depression based meditations and they're really good. They definitely have helped me so many times. Also, you can find yoga nidras that are great to help you sleep if you need a nap or if you're struggling to sleep, because that's where your brain is at the moment. So definitely go and check out yoga nidras and depression meditations, but also just generally meditating for a minute even a day. It's going to cleanse your palate and help you to just be able to lift your thoughts out of your head and just let them pass by rather than concentrating on them quite so much. And it really helps you to notice those triggers. So yeah, meditation, great starter every day. The next thing is mindfulness. And I know if any of you have had therapy at any time in your life, you're going, mindfulness, oh, because it's just been westernized so much and utilized in the mental health space. However, there's a reason people have been practicing this for thousands of years, and it's because it really does help. Mindfulness isn't about not thinking at all or ignoring your thoughts. It's about looking at them and saying, that's a thought, and just letting it pass by and concentrating yourself on the now. And I can do videos about mindfulness and tips for it. If you would like, just let me know down in the comments. I, for myself, have found that practicing mindfulness helps me to catch those negative thoughts or those triggers that can send me into a spiral a lot faster, so I can deal with them quicker and they don't affect me quite so much. So definitely look into it, definitely start practicing it. Again, it's a practice. It's not something you can be good at or bad at. It's something that you practice all the time, every day. Everybody struggles with their thoughts, but practicing mindfulness just helps you to notice those negative thoughts and those emotions before they start spiraling. The next one is cleansing. Now, I did just recently do a video all about cleansing, so I'll leave a link to that down below. But cleansing your space is incredible. Now, don't don't just mean cleaning up, although if you have had a depressive flare and your house is a bit untidy, having a clear out and a clear up, it definitely will help. But in this, I mean literally open your windows. Open your windows, let in some fresh air. Maybe light a candle or some incense. Play some nice music. Have a bit of a boogie if you feel up to it. That sort of thing really helps move around your energy. It cleanses the space and helps the energy to just shift and change a little bit. Another wonderful thing is to have a shower. Now, I know this can be really, really difficult if you're having a flare, but if you can practice this if you're cleaning your teeth, you can practice this if you're washing your hands, whatever you're feeling up to. Picture the water washing away all that negative energy. I always picture it as being like black smoke coming out of my hands and just going down the drain to be disposed of down below us. And that has always helped me to just get rid of all that negativity in my body and just let it go. I know it might sound very hippie-ish and strange, but give it a try. I promise it will work. Next up are crystals, and I have a list. So I'm going to read out from the list because my memory is absolute trash. So the first crystal I recommend is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is amazing for alleviating your mood, getting rid of negative emotions, and it's really beautiful stone as well, which helps. Rose quartz is great for self-love and compassion. I have it in my bathrooms. Near any mirror I have rose quartz, and it really helps me not to be putting myself down or judging my body when I'm looking in the mirror. Big tip for you. Amethyst is great for stress and relaxation. It's my favourite stone. I usually have it on me somewhere because I have an anxiety disorder. So getting jewellery with any of these things is going to help you. The next one is citrine, which really has this beautiful orange colour to it. But as well as that, it just helps lift the feeling of the room. I always think of it as, you know, you can get those like citrus shower gels that like make you feel like you just want to dance, and the smell's lovely. Citrine has a very, very similar kind of energy to it. It just lifts the space up. And last, angel aura quartz, which I always struggle to say, and that is great for supporting you if you have any kind of grief or mental illness problems. So those are some crystals to have. I'm not going to talk about herbs, but there are herbs that will help you for depression that you could use in your cooking, or you can use in capsule form, or even making teas and that sort of thing. But always check with your doctor and your pharmacist that they're not going to interact with your medications, or if you have something like epilepsy, just double check that those herbs are okay for you to take. And lastly, the best thing that I've ever done is get a really good bedtime routine. Going to bed at the same time every night, doing the same things in the same order, drinking a hot chocolate or having a hot toddy, or, you know, a cup of tea, whatever it is that you want to do. Even like chamomile tea is really nice. Doing things the same every night and turning your phone off, putting it in another room, anything that you can be doom scrolling on, get rid of, move it away from you, and going to bed and getting some sleep will help you so much. And I do have a video about bedtime routines as well. I'm sorry, this sounds like a giant Beverley advert, but hey, why not? I'll leave a link to that down below as well. But yeah, all of these things that I do every single day, all of these things, they've all helped me to have more of a baseline that is a bit higher than it used to be and fewer flares. So try them out. They're not just for now and again, they're for every day. And I do want to say though that if there are times when you cannot do these things, when you can't face a shower or even cleaning your teeth, when you don't want to clean, you don't want to open your window, you just don't want to do them, that's okay. Be kind to yourself. I think the most important thing that I learned when I became a witch was self-care, and not just in like a magazine, women's magazine kind of a way. Real true self-care and compassion for myself has been a huge game changer. So have some kindness, some compassion. Don't beat yourself up. Just pick it up when you can and you will be fine. You can message me, but always find somebody to talk to. And don't be afraid to go and see your doctor if you're having a really bad flare. It might just be that your medication needs changing a little bit. or you just need a bit of help and a bit of therapy. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you some ideas, some different things to try, and I hope that it helps that it's coming from somebody who has mental health issues rather than a therapist or a doctor or somebody like that. I can do more videos like this if you would like. I can talk more about self-care and things like that. I definitely keep a lot of my mental health content onto my blog, so don't forget to check out my blog. Link is down below. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to head down below and leave it a cheeky little like so I know that you enjoyed it, and YouTube will as well. While you're down there, drop me a comment. Let me know the things that you do every day to help your mental health. I think by you telling me things and me telling you things is how we all learn and grow, so I really hope that you will. And last but certainly not least, if you like my content and you like my face, don't forget to head down below, click that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I always do my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. Take care everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful, magical week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Thank you.